the show that wakes up the borough. It's the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. Drums kicking. Wake up, Brooklyn. Sun's hitting the bridge. Our train's running late, but we don't care what it is. Cause the Brew Crew's on with the mug in hand. Steam rising up like we planned. Traffic on the BQE, we got jokes for days. Headlines, hot takes, and the Yanks last play. If your morning's cold with the heat you need, pour it strong. This is Brooklyn Cafe. We don't just talk, we explain the game. We don't just play, we create the flame. From Bedford to Bay Ridge, we know your name. This is more than radio. It's Brooklyn Cafe in the AM. With the Brew Crew bringing energy. News you need, laughs guaranteed. Coffee strong, conversation free. We created, we debated, we celebrated loud. From the first light to the office crowd. Wake up right, feel the hype. It's Brooklyn Cafe, powered by the Brew Crew. 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 Who broke the news? That was us at 8. Who made you spit coffee? Same crew, same day. We explain the stocks, the streets, the schools. Then flip the script with the morning's rules. Call our online 3, says a dog can sing. We'll put him on air. That's the Brew Crew thing. Creations, conversations, no hesitation. This ain't just a show, it's a Brooklyn sensation. We don't just chat, we investigate. We don't just spin, we elevate. 5 boroughs listening, don't you be late. This is more than radio. It's Brooklyn Cafe in the AM. With the Brew Crew bringing energy. News you need, laughs guaranteed. Coffee strong, conversation free. We created, we debated, we celebrated loud. From the first light to the office crowd. Wake up bright, feel the hype. It's Brooklyn Cafe, powered by the Brew Crew. 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 C-R-E-W, hey! C-R-E-W, hey! Who's got the flavor? Brew Crew. Who runs the morning? Brew Crew. Brooklyn Cafe every day. We explain the stocks, the streets, the schools. Then flip the script with the morning's rules.
Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying a delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our Brew Crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. Freddie, you have to get up. We've got a morning show to do.
Just give me 5 more minutes. Where'd I put my hat?
Come on, Freddie. You don't have time. Get out of bed.
I can never find my hat when I need it.
We'll get the hat at the studio. Let's go. Pour yourself some coffee and get to the studio because it's time for the morning show.
Now, where's my bell?
Welcome to the morning show with Dawn and Freddie S., the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Welcome to the Consistency Show. Apparently,
Your consistency is tremendous.
I upset Dawn because she's doing something and we gotta go. We gotta go. The show is, people are writing to me, where's the show? We're
Tremendous.
late.
Love it. Morning.
Why you pick at that time to do banking?
I don't know, maybe because we have bills due?
Okay,
I don't know.
that could wait until during, after, 10 minutes, during commercial.
All those fun things. Anyway, happy hump day, as they say. Morning, Brooklyn. Morning, Fonzie.
Morning.
How are you guys doing today?
Doing good.
I need to adjust your cameras. You
No,
guys,
that's fine. Don't touch it. Don't. It's not even supposed to be working.
But we're working.
Just leave it. You see, this is your consistency.
My consistency.
I gotta tell you, they already put me to the test this morning.
And you didn't pass.
The
I
phone
heard.
lines are open. 888-994-4995 Studio B. If you want to call in and chit chat, call in. So Brooklyn says, I don't know why it's not working. It was working. The speaker was off.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't off.
it
Because
was
the light was
on.
on. It's just that someone dialed it.
Someone
like,
turned the
Russell
dial all the
lowered
way down.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah, but every time you called, you put in your PIN, it said invalid PIN.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't-
what our issue was.
I don't know why.
No,
But it has
because
nothing
you
to do
don't
with the speaker.
hit pound when you log in.
You don't hit pound
Not when you log in.
But it says on the instructions.
When you
behind
log in.
Yeah, it says,
It says to
ID,
hit
then
pound.
pound.
That's incorrect.
So we gotta take
for
that
the
out of the
login.
instructions.
Cross it off.
So we gotta cross
Yeah,
that
yeah,
off.
you gotta cross that
Because if you log in, when you log in, if you hit pound, you become a caller.
Okay.
So you're in there, but you're in there as a caller, and then there's no meeting room set up, so now it just goes into the twilight zone.
Cross it off. Ever drink your coffee black?
Yes.
Are you drinking it black?
No.
No.
Not today.
Today I'm
I put a drop of a creamer. A drop.
And there's Big Russ in the house. Anyway, it's hump day. Happy Wednesday. What does it feel like you guys on? Oh, I like your shirt.
Mine?
Yeah. Are they chattering teeth?
It's Kane from the Amazing Digital Circus.
That's very cool. What's happened? How did everything go yesterday with filming the movie?
Yeah, what happened?
Oh, it went good.
Yeah?
For the
It
most
went
part.
good.
yeah.
It's very
What'd you do?
Well, we filmed scenes 3 and 4, so we got 2 scenes down, which I guess is good. But at this rate, we're kind of a little. It's gonna take a while, I feel like. But yesterday I did start like putting clips together, for the most part. So I'm trying to do like both at the same time, like while filming. I'm trying to organize the clips into a timeline, so that like, speeds up the process a little bit. So,
I was listening
yeah.
when I was in here yesterday, and then it's very chill. It's very slow pace. She says the line, and the phone rings.
Mm-hmm.
And she says the line again, and then Heather makes the phone ring at a different rate. And I'm thinking, is that the scene? What am I missing of this whole movie?
What do you mean you set the song? What did you set the line? What are you talking about?
Set the scene for us,
What's
Brooklyn.
the phone? What is it? What's the scene?
Oh, the scene is like our main character Amelia. She gets like an anonymous phone call, and like she picks up the phone, and it's like static, like no one's there, and then like she hears like a screeching sound, and then she gets scared and drops the phone, and she calls the phone back. She's like, "Hello," and then no one answers. So it's kind of the beginning of like, okay, someoe's watching me. Like,
Did
type
she
of
seem
thing.
scared to you?
Yeah. Well, Kiara's trying her very best.
Because I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, this sounds like a comedy to me. It does
Who's
not
that?
sound like
Who's that,
anyone's
G.I.
getting
Joe?
killed.
No, McDonald's.
McDonald's. It's like I'm
McDonald's looks scared. McDonald's
No.
walks around looking like she's like.
thinking, no, not scared.
Cloud nine.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking I must be missing the main scene
why
on
we,
this.
that's why we had to do a few retakes, because there were some times where she would like side-eye the camera and like start laughing, and I'm like, okay, like,
Exactly.
and even Greg, we were filming outside in his car, and every time he would just walk into the car, he would start laughing. I'm like, what's so funny?
Like-
And he's like, it's so funny just walking to the car and having a camera in my face. I'm like, well,
Wow, these are SAG.
yeah.
No,
SAG.
not SAG.
These are non-SAG saggers.
Non-SAG saggers. But we're working on an opportunity for you guys to do a documentary on a horror film that's being made
Oh.
in the fall. So that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, you're gonna be
You
doing.
kind of got all the rights to do all the B-roll and kind of make a BTS documentary. Is that good for you or no?
Behind the scenes?
Yes, it's not good for Fonzie.
Alright, that's fine.
Why is not good for him?
because I don't like scary stuff.
I can't tell you
know
it's
what?
scary when the
Tighten your
movie's
belt.
being.
Documentary though.
It's a documentary. It's make believe.
So it's not like you're making the horror film. You're making
You're
a
watching.
documentary about.
It's not like The Exorcist.
Right.
You're not going in there and coughing up a lung. I mean, you're watching somebody do a movie in parts, lots of parts.
I
So,
guess.
so I guess we should promote the movie.
We should. We should actually get the flyer that's on the table.
What's it called?
Ethan. Ethan Bloom.
That's what I was trying to allure you to say.
Ethan Bloom, which is a great movie. It is playing at Movies of Delray, and it is definitely a coming-of-age movie. If you guys remember back when you were 12, 13,
Oh boy, I was.
trying to find yourself, trying to deal with everything that life has to offer. And
13.
and finding, friendship and maybe an interested person on the other side and what that looks like for you guys. Remember that?
No, not at all.
Remember being 12 or 13?
When I was 12 or 13, I was basically like a dumb kid doing lots of things on impulse. Like I
Exactly.
act before I think, basically.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
That's exactly my childhood too. I just acted before I really thunk about stuff. So
When you're 12 or 13, that's what you do,
Yeah,
You
by
pick
the
your
way, I got
nose
a
and
haircut.
realize you don't do it.
You get a haircut and you got your hat back.
yeah,
I don't remember your hair being a
yeah,
lot.
yeah. But I was looking homeless.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Unhoused.
Like because my face started. I can't shave like that. So like I break out when I shave.
So you had to go to the barber?
Yeah, I go
And they
to the
took
barber.
a straight edge to you?
No, they didn't take a straight edge. They just used clippers.
All right, so redirecting back to the
Sorry about
conversation. Ethan Bloom is playing at Movies of Delray, coming-of-age story of a young boy trying to find out religion, deal with the loss of his mom, being with his dad as a single dad. There's so many great stories and conversations to be had. It is not a religious film. It's a coming-of-age film where he's trying to find his place in the world, find his friends, find his people, have a relationship with his dad and his grandma, and what that all looks like to keep going after you lose your mom.
It could be a love story. It could be. There's a lot of parts to this thing. It's about the mixing of cultures. It's about the mixing of beliefs and understandings. About things that you were taught to be one way when you feel you should be another. And that should transgend to everybody in the studio because there are things going on in your life that you were set to do and be, and you just that's not how you feel. And what do you do? What do you do when you don't want to disappoint mom and dad? What do you do when you rather disappoint yourself than them? And the consequences that has. And this is a great film.
Go check it out.
Great
Movies
film.
of Delaware. We're going to be doing some marketing for it, some promotions for it. We've got the press kit if anyone wants it. If you want a private screening at your religious school, at your youth group, at your school,
At any
at a
school.
movie theater,
Any
let
school.
us
It
know.
doesn't have to be religious. Any school.
And we'll get you in touch with the powers that be. We'll get you all the information.
So we're going to invade FAU and Lane University to see if they'll put it in there. I think every college kid should see this simply because it's a message within another message. And I'd like to know the outcome of it when you come out, how you feel about it. Remember when they did, what was the name? Blondie? Not Blondie. It came out with the...
Grace?
No,
Peach Wine?
No. The one where the kids were crying outside. Oh, I can't believe I'm having...
You can't
The
believe it.
doll. What's the name of the doll?
Oh, Chucky,
Please, no.
Barbie?
Barbie.
Barbie. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Doll
Alzheimer's is
Blondie. And I'm like,
Oh my
let's
God.
connect
You said
Freddie's dots in your
Barbie.
brain.
Is that
one.
Yes.
what
I
it
remember. Did you go see Barbie?
Which? Oh, the movie.
The
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, I saw it.
You saw? Did you guys see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
You saw? Okay. When I came out of the movies, I went to the movies already to see it. There were kids outside crying. They were bawling their eyes out. So I walked up to one of them and says, "What's the matter? You okay?" She says, "I can't believe I just saw the movie.
Barbie.
And I said, "So why are you crying?" "My life was on that screen." I said, "Whoa, what?" It is a movie. It is more than a movie. And then I came to the conclusion, certain movies speak to you because certain movies describe what you're going through, feeling, and you never expressed it. Ever had that moment?
No.
It's like
Yes.
music. the words and the lyrics of a song can express how you're feeling better than you might be able to.
Yeah.
Or
yeah, I
a movie can
that.
capture, right, the feel of a situation that you thought nobody understood except you, and you're trying to grapple with it, and then you see this movie and you think it just hits home. Ethan Bloom hit home for me.
You were crying.
I was
sitting
laughing.
next to her,
I was
she's
crying. I was bawling so badly that I had no
she
tissue
has
with
no
me,
tissue. She's
and I had a
using
jacket.
sleeves.
I'm using the jacket, the sleeve of my jacket on one eye, and then I'm like, you want the other sleeve?
And I'm
of
sitting
my
here,
jacket?
and I'm not looking. I'm going like this because I just hear it.
But that's not a good way to promote a movie that I was crying. It was so heartfelt and so touching.
Bring tissues. I'm telling you, bring tissues if you see this movie.
And so relevant to you guys, to anyone, because anyone that has grown up with a family and what it means. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they're adults now and they're growing up, and they have seen what their high school classmates and friends or not friends have done with their life, and looked back and said to me, you know what? I am so happy with where I am in life. I don't know why I ever compared myself to those kids in high school. And I thought, boom.
That's why I don't go to high school.
What an amazing moment. You guys remember being in high school and you wanted to fit in or not fit in or be in this group or that group, kind of feel on the outside looking in?
Guilty.
I was the guy who was always in everybody's group. So I would travel from group to group to group. But also, I used to sell snacks when I was in high school, too. So
Yeah,
I
but
was
you
a
were
snack
conning.
guy.
You had a side hustle going.
Yeah, but before that, I knew what I wanted to do, and I made friends with all the groups during lunch period, and everybody sat in their little cliques, and I just rotated throughout the school year with the different cliques.
Do you ever look back now at what they're doing?
A lot.
You ever go to a high school reunion?
A lot of my friends
No,
are.
I don't think they
a lot of
do
my friends
those
have passed
anymore.
away from like stuff from life.
All right, so you look back at it. How about you, Brooklyn?
Look, I don't even remember high school, to be honest, because high school for me was like
2 years.
I
ago.
had.
It was COVID, right?
I had my first year of high school, like my first 2 years of high school in New York, and then everything went virtual, and then like my last year of high school, I moved here, and I was a senior in a new high school, so I didn't really.
That's chaotic.
I didn't really get the chance to have like a high school experience. I
What
guess.
high school did you go to in New York?
I went to St. Edmund's Academy.
So that was a religion, and then you went to public school.
And then
down
I
here?
went to a public school my last
Wow,
year.
you got the double whammy.
Yeah.
When you came down, what year was it?
It was 2021, I think.
So COVID was just finishing.
Yeah.
So you had to go to high school through COVID.
Yeah.
Virtual, right?
I gotta tell you, I was never in a group at all. I didn't have cliques. The only clique I had was when I was in junior high school on a football team. Other than that,
You play football?
yeah. And I didn't have any cliques. I didn't have any friends. I didn't date anybody. I didn't even go to my high school. What is that?
Prom.
Prom.
I didn't go to that either. I had a date that she was gonna go with me. A senior was gonna go with me, and she said, "Wait for me by this bridge that we knew." And I waited there, and she never showed up. I said, "You know what? This is just God telling me to go home."
How about you, Fonzie? Remember high school?
Oh my god. I was basically in one school for 3 years and then a public school for my senior year. So for the first one, the 3-year one, I was basically the odd one out, the outcast, the mischievous joker kind.
So you made jokes to be accepted, or you just a funny guy?
I just rather be myself than just join a crowd, and apparently that got me into a lot of trouble, and a lot of people didn't like me. So I'm like, you know what?
Are you saying that, or is that something that was said to you? Because you have this tendency of creating
I'm
a
not,
scenario that's not true.
I meant like back then I caused so much trouble it even got me suspended.
What
at
kind
one
of
point.
trouble? You got suspended? A few times?
One time there. How can I put this? Well, the first time I got in trouble, I made a comment about someone talking about this other person when they know that other person is talking to someone that okay,
Gossip.
basically.
Bochinche.
I basically
Bochinchero, coño.
I basically
Bochinche.
started a gossip that led to a bad fight where rocks were thrown.
Oh, that's wonderful. You're a bochinchero. You were an instigator.
I didn't mean to, but
But then why'd you say it?
I don't know. I wasn't really thinking.
Okay.
And then there was this one point where I got suspended because I made a bad comment that involves being searched.
I heard boys' brains don't fully develop till the age of 21.
I could believe that.
I would believe it might even be older than that.
I could believe that.
But in high school, your brain is so not fully developed, but yet you think it is because you can drive and you can do all these things and you can almost vote and you can date and you can have sex and you can do anything you want to do because you're allegedly in high school. And then you look back and realize.
I went to high school with a bunch of knuckleheads.
So then this person said, and then they look back and look back on all these people that had bullied them, that had done things to them, that wouldn't accept them, that really wreaked havoc on their social life.
I guess I was trying my best to be like the social outcast that I got a little too far from it. So when I went to...
So were you doing it on purpose?
I think...
For attention,
it's more
probably.
like unconsciously.
Yeah.
Unconsciously.
So,
Subconsciously.
So when my mom says I'm being transferred to Santa Lucia's for my senior year, I'm like, okay, this is going to be a fresh start. Like, more focus on school, more focus on the events and having fun because, well, before it was the other school I was at, it was a marine science school. So, like, everything is, like, all about ocean science and all that stuff. It was so boring. And there was even that one trip where they went to Miami, $300, and I couldn't go. So I was stuck writing essays. So I'm like, through this one, school and fun stuff. And I gotta tell you, it was like a whole different perspective.
So when you went to college, you decided to do everything you could do to have fun.
Yeah.
Right? Animation, voices. I could see that.
Senior year was like really fun. I get to go to pep rallies, grad bash, dances. It was like a whole different, like, change from the other school.
Did you move or you just went to a new high school? Did you move your house or you just moved schools?
I think it was a little bit of both.
Okay.
Because at like my third year, I was more like going on and off on different houses. And by senior year, I started living close by.
But it makes you realize that sometimes the bullies, not that you were the bully, but people probably bullied you to make you act out the way you did. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the bullies are actually more insecure than those that they're bullying, and you don't realize because they're just causing so much havoc. So it's an interesting change of perspective, right? Yeah. How was your high school, Greg? You went to Catholic school?
No, not for high school.
Oh, okay.
I went for, I transferred to public school for high school. It was good.
Did you ever, I guess it was just a couple years ago.
Were you part of a clique? Do you have like a clique of guys?
Not really. I mean, it's the same as college. I kind of just floated around.
Were you popular?
No.
Okay.
I thought you seem like the type that would be like pretty popular.
Well, like the thing about high school being popular is like that's basically your ceiling because you get into a really bad group, fall into a really bad crowd.
Oh, so you were avoiding that because you were the good altar boy.
He's so chill.
Yeah, I mean, I was.
No,
I mean, don't get me wrong. It would have been cool to be in that group, but at the end of the day, like I'm looking back at it, like not a lot of them had a lot going for them. A lot of them stayed close to home.
I can relate.
So that's how the conversation started. And when you look back now, you realize things aren't as they appear.
Yeah, and I talk about it a lot. I didn't really like my high school experience. I didn't really have too much fun. I didn't really think like I really found like a group that I was really close with. I played soccer in high school, but since I came in so late, like I transferred to public school in 8th grade. A lot of those groups were already formed, so I was trying to break into a lot of them. And I just never really like found a group. So like for me, like I just wanted a scenery change, so I came down to Florida and made like some of my closest friends and a whole bunch of them. So it was a lot better for me. It was something I definitely needed.
And you went to high school, you were really young.
I went in my second year. And when I got there, I got into an argument with the assistant professor because they didn't want any more American students. They only wanted Spanish students, Latinos from the island. And when I got down there, I started off with a negativity on that stuff. And it was my cousins that dragged me to go. You know, I was fine in New York at the Witsy. I was fine. I was on big clubs and had big plans. And when I got over there, I became a nobody again. And then I just shied away. I didn't have friends, nothing. And then my cousins graduated a year early, so my senior year, man, was slow death. I couldn't wait till the end of the year.
But you were only 16.
Yeah, and then I had to go to college, and I had said, okay, Mom, Dad, I need money for these applications because I'm not going to city colleges. I'm not going to a city college. And I could have gone to Marquette. I was on my way to Marquette, NYU, even Harvard gave me a scholarship, but it was only halfway. I didn't have the money. And I said, you know what?
Who did the applications?
Me. I had to do it all. There
You
was
write them all
nobody
out?
there. Yeah.
Do you have a typewriter?
No. I did it by hand. And then
Can
I
you
did
guys
the
imagine?
I did
Seriously?
I did it by hand. I did the interviews. I wanted something.
You applied to Harvard?
Yeah. They were in school. And the lady said to me, you should apply. And I says, why? I don't have the money to go. She says, what if I get you a scholarship?
Can you
What do I
imagine you
sign?
at Harvard?
I can.
Seriously. Can
I
you
can.
imagine Freddie going to Harvard?
I can.
And I
I got approved. I got in and half a scholarship. But the other half, where is it going to come from? Marquette, I got a full ride. Full ride. I was on the way to the
Don't
plane.
they have a
when
really good
NYU
basketball
called me.
team?
At the time, they were champions. And I wanted to go play sports in college. I applied to the University of Miami. Ain't that a kick in the head?
Can you imagine if we were there at the same time?
No, I was 5 years.
You're older than me,
before
but that would have been
But I
fun.
would have gone. I was going to go, and then NYU called. And I said, wow, full ride. Let's go.
UM was sending you all the way back then.
Yeah.
That's all. I know.
Can you
But it's an
imagine if I was at
interesting
University of Miami,
perspective.
I would have shot myself.
Anyway, so back to Ethan Bloom. It's an interesting perspective. It makes you think about childhood, raising your kids, all the different
About
things that
life.
there. It's about life. So go check it out. It's at Movies of Delray, but they will do special screenings wherever you want. So just let us know, and we'll get
With
you
a
that
Q&A
information.
attached, too, with
Yeah.
the director.
Some great actors and everything. So we're working on being able to do some interviews with the actors from the movies, which would be super cool. So down in Miami, maybe.
And I made a special request for a particular person, which he tells me he can get in to talk about the movie, because we want to do this. We want to blow this thing up at your level. See, I think that they approached this movie to the wrong level, to the senior level. And there's not the message to be received. There is the message that you can cry, because you're going to cry, or laugh, or whatever. I think that Brooklyn going to see the movie.
Yeah, what'd you think, Brooklyn?
It's
That's right, you were
important.
with us.
Yeah. I thought it was a really good movie. I liked it.
How would you market it? To what community?
How do you talk to FBI about this movie?
How would I market it?
Yeah.
I mean, definitely towards like a younger audience. Well, like when we were in the theater, there was a lot of like of the older generation there, and like me, Chloe, and Joella were like the only people in our age group that were watching it. And I think like we were sitting next to each other, and like I could hear like Joella like emoting during the movie.
Really?
Yeah. She was like laughing at some points. She was like gasping. I was like, oh. But it was a really good movie.
She was emoting.
But
Yeah, she was emoting.
I don't even know what that means.
Showing emotion.
Yeah, she was showing
Oh,
emotion.
emoting.
Yeah,
Emoting.
Wow.
like out loud. Like
But
that's
what about you in terms of the movie itself? Because when you go to a movie, you must look at a movie differently. You must look
Yeah.
at how it's directed, on the scenes, the part about the masturbation. Was that funny? Was it shocking? Was it...
It was interesting.
Wait, what?
That part was a
You
little.
gotta see the
interesting.
movie. You gotta see the movie. I was telling Dawn that we should all go see the movie, because if we're gonna help promote this to your age, you should see it. You can't promote something unless you've seen it.
Yeah.
And the problem with Brooklyn is she's shy. So her screaming, that was it. You just heard her scream. That's the way she screams.
Yeah.
And emotionally, and G.I. Joe ain't no better. Even though she's learning, she says, to come out of her shell a little bit more.
She's coming out of her shell a lot more.
But it's funny to see how kids at your level, and because you're excluded from this. But at your level, express emotion. So I was watching the news, and this little boy in Philadelphia caught a foul ball. Now he's up in the rafters, and he must be 7, and he catches a fly ball foul by himself, and he catches it, and he looks in his glove, and they got the camera on him, and he starts bawling, crying hysterically, and his parents come over and says, "What, did it hit you? What's wrong?" You could tell that they were concerned. What happened to this little 7-year-old kid? He says, "I got a foul ball." And he just bawls, and he's crying, and they don't know what to do. He's trying to give the ball away. It was so funny. It made the news. And they talked to him afterwards. He says, "I was just so excited that it happened." So sometimes expressing your emotions through a movie is not easy.
Emoting.
That's a new word.
I cry at every movie.
You were bawling.
I know. It
And
was
I didn't
one of
even
those-
look. I went like this. I said, I can't believe
I know. It could have been so
teared.
much
I'm gonna tell you, I
worse.
was
It's hard for a movie to make me cry or.
Oh, it
feel
did a good
things.
job.
Did you cry?
I didn't cry.
Yeah,
I
right.
didn't cry
I saw
about
you
it.
wipe a quickie, one of these. Oh, I guess something in my eye
I
thing.
would say I'm a cry depending on the type of movie I'm watching.
No, you would cry. You would start bowling and bowling and everything else. That whatever that means.
My wife's a crier. She cries at like the drop of a hat during a movie. I look over at her. She's like all red-eyed, and I'm just like, "Are you crying?" And she's like, "No."
Yeah, why would you
Why
ask?
do husbands do
Why
that?
do you ask if you're crying? You know she's crying.
Are you crying?
Are you crying?
What does it look like I'm
Honestly,
doing?
my sister is the hardest person to cry, to see cry, because the last movie she cried was Blue Beetle, but that's because it's like there's this one scene that she could relate to.
Beetle?
Yes.
Was
Why
it
would you
anime?
cry in that?
It's a superhero movie.
It's a superhero movie.
Because it has a certain scene that's like so emotional and stuff. It's that the only way you could get her to cry is if the movie is really good enough, like to get her at that level. And because
Is that excitement?
that was the last movie I saw her cry, and she hasn't cried in 10 years.
Not me. I could cry at the drop of a hat.
You cry.
I don't
for
remember
about
the last
everything.
movie I cried for.
You remember?
I think I do. I think it was. Hold on.
She's kind of.
She's gonna look up the movie. Let
think
me
it
see.
was-
It's the one with the.
I think it was
teardrop.
Train to Busan. Have you seen
Really?
that? Yeah, it's like
You
a.
cried during Train to Busan?
It was so sad, the ending.
You think so? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna spoil it, but it was.
Yeah,
sad.
I guess so.
I gotta tell you, I'm gonna give you a confession. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm gonna give you a confession.
Yeah, tell the internet.
So when we went to the movies of Del Rey and we were gonna do the JC concert, remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So we had a commercial. You know how they do the trailers and all that. So we had a trailer, and up there it says produced by Amp Media and Square Media Productions or something, up there, and I didn't know that she did that, and I went to see a movie, and that played up there. I was with Linda, and Linda's running up and down the movie theater to take pictures to say that's us, and I gotta tell you, I cried for a second, because it was a wish of always wanting to be on the screen. Somehow, not that I mean I was in Kramer's screaming and crap like that, but those were like cuts, and you have to see the blur. But it was something with my name up there for a minute, and it made me cry. And then I came to the conclusion I can't tell the story to anybody because they say you're such a giant wuss. What are you crying about? But it's just one of those things, In the birth of my sons, cried like a baby. Winning a championship 3 times, cried. Not for me, but for them, to see them being ecstatic running around the field. And
Did you see the girls softball win the tournament? And
the championship.
The championship,
Yeah.
and she got hurt, and her dad picked her up and carried her onto the celebration on the field. You would have done that for one of your
Of
kids,
course.
for sure.
I had one kid in football that was hurt, and the kids carried him onto the field for the celebration. Yeah, I'm talking about 10-year-olds, 11 and 12s. And Frankie will tell you, if Frankie ever watches the show, Freddie won, Frankie won, and Gio won the same year.
Wow.
So we have back-to-back celebrations, and we closed the block because I had a maid guy next door to me. He closed the block for me to throw a party. So, listen, it's things in life that make memories, And if you can have some and you forget about the bad ones and just stick with the good ones, man, you never know what can happen.
I think besides the new Spider-Man movie that I cried to is Inside Out 2, because that one really hits me. With
The new one?
Yeah, Inside Out 2.
Is that the one that's playing now?
No. I mean, like, it was out a while ago.
Oh, I saw the new one. It was good.
The first one made me cry just a little bit because my son was like super young, and it was like at a weird point in time for me during my whole exodus from the wife thing. So, like, when he was sitting on my lap and he was hugging me, he started crying, and I was like, just because of that emotional connection, that's when I started crying. But it wasn't like a big, like, it wasn't a dawn cry, but
I don't know if guys do dog cries. I do.
dawn cries.
A dog cry? What the hell's a dog cry?
That's what he just said. I don't know.
Something about
Because you said she was there like
Me,
weeks.
I was
this
like a
one?
sobbing mess.
I call that
Yeah.
a boogie cry. My goodness. I didn't want to look in that direction.
For Inside Out 2, if you don't know what it's about, it's like there's these new emotions because the girl's growing up and she has to deal with anxiety, deal with fitting in and frustration and all that. It really hit close to home because that's like something we all went through and probably still trying to deal with them. And that one part at the end where, well, I'm not gonna say it, where they got really emotional. I was basically crying like crazy.
Yeah, it happens. What's the name of those 5 different colored action figures back in the day? It was the white one, the black one, the red one.
Power
Rangers.
So you remember the Power Ranger movie?
Yeah, I love the Power Rangers.
You can say
I was just saying you don't know the name of Power Rangers.
I listen. This is a blur. It wasn't the Ninja Power Turtles, but it was the Power Rangers. So my son Freddie begged me to go see the movie. He was a little kid, and I said to him, Freddie, you can't put me through this. You don't got to do nothing. I will do everything. So we go to the movies. I buy enough food for a coma for him to stay there, and I go and I'm eating a chicken sandwich. And the movie starts, the credits started, and I fell out. And then when the movie was over, he woke me up. I missed the whole movie.
Wow.
For 2 hours, right? That's like a 2-hour movie.
Wow.
I missed the whole freaking movie. He says to me, Dad, you've made me so happy that you loved the movie. And I had to tell him, it was unbelievable. When he was watching the movie, he wasn't watching me.
The movie was watching you.
Oh, my God. And I never saw the Power Ranger movie.
I think
Aaron
it's on
Love.
Netflix.
You like Power Rangers?
I loved Power Rangers growing up.
Aaron used to wear a costume. My son was like the king of costumes, always. So he went to kindergarten in costumes, and then by first grade, we had to like mitigate it a little bit. He would wear a tail, like he was full on costume. One day he was in his Power Rangers, and the neighbor across the street, she borrowed the pink Power Ranger costume. And he had all these plastic lockers and plastic like furniture in his room. And the drawers and everything, so it looked like a locker room. And my sister opens the locker one day, she's visiting, and the little girl from across the street is naked in the locker because she was changing into the pink Power Ranger costume. So my sister closed it. They must have been like 6. She comes out, she goes, is there supposed to be a naked little girl in the locker? And I'm like, what do you mean? So I go in, she's like, what is, she had the cute little list. She goes, what do you mean? I'm just putting on my pink Power Ranger costume. And the kids are so innocent. Meanwhile, she's all grown up. She just had twins. And it's like, you look back on these little...
You show the picture?
Innocent. There was no picture. These little innocent things that kids do. And you laugh. But nowadays, it would be taken all kinds of misconstrued, all funky ways.
But now I have a picture of my granddaughter walking around in some
Naked?
some kind of things in her hair. So when she gets older, I'm gonna frame it as a poster and send it to her.
You just realize things aren't always as they seem. We started the conversation, if you ever look back on high school, the kids that bullied you or the kids that were the cool kids, they aren't now, they're not quite who they were then. Like you're always...
Were you in a clique? Were you like the coolest?
Her probably.
No? Yeah, you were like shy in a way? Or were you well known?
No, neither of those things. I just had my own little friend group, and then that was it. I wasn't shy, but like I wasn't popular.
Girls were mean in high school because they had cliques that were like, let's make fun of this guy, let's make fun of that guy.
Kids can be really mean.
No, girls are mean. Girls will put you... They shrink you.
That is true. Guys are not mean in high school.
No, the guys
girls,
say,
anyway.
come here and join us. And girls, absolutely not. You smell funny.
Girls are brutal to
You
each
look
other.
funny.
I don't know
Brutal.
why. How about you,
Brutal to
Brooklyn?
the
Were the
whole
girls
world.
brutal? You don't remember high school so much.
It was a mix actually. I feel like
She blocked high school memories
yeah,
out.
yeah. It was so like horrible. I like blocked it all out. But no, like it was a mixture actually. I think the boys and girls. I think everyone's just mean to each other.
We have to come up with a way for kids to be nicer to each
Yeah.
other. That should be
Yeah,
our
not in high
platform.
school.
Just
Not in
in general, because it starts when they're young.
There was a group of guys, some of them were on the football team, and they hated a group of these girls because these girls were really, really mean. So they had hair like Brooklyn, and they took Nair, and they put the Nair across the hair, and the freaking thing melted and fell on the ground. They called the police and everything. We got in so much trouble. I didn't get in trouble. I didn't do it, but I knew who did. You see, you can't rat.
I don't think that stuff works that well. I think there's got to be more to that story.
I'm gonna tell
You guys ever use Nair?
You ever use
It doesn't work that fast.
It works.
I don't know how. I've never used it on my head.
I haven't
Yeah,
either.
I haven't.
Try it. It'll melt your hair.
I believe that it would.
But it
You
does
think?
work.
Yeah, I think it would.
It was supposed to be shaving cream, and this. I tell you, I went to school with knuckleheads, and they use Nair. I said, "Idiot, do you know how much trouble you're in?" Well, it doesn't work that fast. Meanwhile, the girls come with a clump of hair on her hand.
Oh my
It
God.
works that fast, but they did it because these girls were really not very nice. I gotta tell you, they
I don't
really
know why
weren't.
girls aren't nice.
Have you seen that movie on Netflix? It's called
Mean Girls.
Teach You a Lesson, because it speaks about that, about girls just being like total just.
Watch your language.
What are you
Girls
talking
can be
about?
rough to each other. I don't know
totally.
why.
Why do you keep saying to each other? Girls are just mean.
Yeah.
They're mean to each other, and they're really mean to
But they're
guys.
worse to each other. That's what
You
she's
think so?
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I always had guy friends.
Oh, I thought they're worse when they're talking behind someone's back.
All of my problems were because of
Girls?
Girls.
my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, other girls are just horrible to
They're just
each
terrible
other.
to each other.
Wow.
Oh man, like
Yeah.
guys, guys will see each other, not know each other's names, and just be best friends. For
We'd be friends. We'd
Yeah.
hang out.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
why you've got a girl roommate.
Yeah,
She's the
for
smartest
us,
one ever.
The least we could do to a guy is goes, so.
well,
Like your
it wasn't
roommate
her
being a girl
first.
was
It wasn't her
brilliant.
first option. She had like nowhere else to go
But
essentially.
you guys are going to be so much nicer to her.
Oh yeah,
See?
yeah, we're great to her. She's
You
good to
had
us
no
too.
other
But
options, or there was no other.
no, there's
housing?
no other options. No, but yeah, it's like there's so much like drama, and I get home from work and then she's telling me all the drama.
Girl drama.
Just like drama in general. I'm like, dude, I just stay out. Like I tend to steer clear of that. I
You
don't
just
have
met her.
any
How could
problem.
she tell you all her drama?
That's,
I've known her for
but
since-
but that makes you a good listener.
since
though.
sophomore. Yeah,
When you get a
Why don't you
girl.
wear a collar like a priest? I think she'll get the message.
she's not religious.
Girl drama. There is girl drama. Always drama.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know.
Everybody-
I don't.
Forgive me for that.
I like to stay out of the drama completely. I don't.
Wow, that's strange.
I'm not a problematic person at all.
Does she want you to resolve, or she just wants you to listen?
A little bit of both. Remember the conversation we were having like a week or two ago, where you're like, "Do you want me to tell you what you should do or what
Yeah.
you're gonna do?" Yeah, it's basically like that.
Wow. So she's
so-
a knucklehead.
No,
Would you
She-
say she's a knucklehead, or you just going to be nice?
no, she's not a knucklehead. She's very smart, but you know,
mistakes?
everyone has their moments. I mean, I'm not
So
perfect
let me
either.
ask you: if I made the same mistake over and over again, not 200 times, does that make
No,
me-
it's not the same mistake. It's always something different. But it's like,
That's all that matters.
The different
But-
color crayon makes it a different mistake.
but it's like, you know, if you're telling me something that's going on, and you know, I'm gonna tell you from my perspective because I don't have the full picture. But I'm gonna tell you what you should do based on the knowledge that's
Honestly,
presented.
that's how-
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I don't
You're
sugarcoat.
brutally honest.
Yeah, I don't sugarcoat. Really. My parents.
If you stick
Raise-
that finger in that socket, bad
But you
things will
probably
happen.
do it in a nice way. You seem like you would just be like a nice guy to say, you know what, I think it's this.
Well, yeah, I'm like that with like my other roommate too. He was going through like some stuff like with work and everything like that, and I was like helping him through it. Like usually I'm just there to listen, like give advice, and
But does that work being that nice, or can you be brutally honest and say, you know, you messed up, but you know, use the colorful language to say, hey, you messed up, and then you're gonna come and complain about it?
Well, yeah, you could say, I say it like that sometimes.
Do you?
Yeah.
You use the language?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they respect that because they understand, like, they can come to me and tell me what's going on, and I'm not going to give them, like, I'm not going to be a yes man, essentially. I'm not going to, I'm no
That's
bullshit,
good.
no bullshit, just straight
That's
to the
good,
point.
Because yes man is what's ruining the world.
I'm getting more straight to the point. I told my girlfriend something the other day. She said something, and I'm like, no. Look at it from the other perspective. And I never do that. But I felt so strong that she had to look at it from another side that I had to say something.
Yeah,
and I've been thinking about it for 2 weeks, which is how much I don't confront
You
people.
have this reputation from people telling me, but she's so nice. I said, she ain't nice. She's
I am
being
nice.
to you.
I'm
No,
just-
no, you're not.
I'm more honest with you than most people.
Yeah, but the real deal is when you open up that can of worms, it's not nice.
Yeah, because it's not that I'm not nice. You and I just go
are
through
polite.
real life together.
No, you're just polite. The way you criticize things is politely.
You should be polite.
I don't have time for that. I can't think of some of the words you know. I can't make them up.
Emote.
Shit like that.
That was a Brooklyn word. She
Emote.
was emoting. Can you spell it? We used it in a sentence.
I keep looking at the little round face with the smiley on it. That's
Emoji.
That's what I think when she said emoji. I said, wow, she was like an emoji.
All right, what would you do if you guys had a party and someone just brought in a random guest that wasn't invited? Is that cool or not good?
That's cool.
No.
Depends on the
What kind of
type
party is
Yeah, but
it depends on the party.
Yeah.
if it's like
If it's-
one oh sorry, no, you go.
Well, what kind of parties do you guys
Yeah,
throw?
what's the difference?
You'd be surprised.
Well, then it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
It depends on the party. If I'm having like a nice like
A dinner
know,
party?
like a barbecue or something like that
Okay, let's
with
use
like
that.
they better bring food. Like they better bring a lot of it too. Because I don't know that. I don't.
You a hard room.
No.
Well, no, it's like it's
I-
out of respect because if I got it if I was being brought as a guest to someone else's house and they were doing a barbecue, I wouldn't go and just expect to get free food. I would bring something to, for the party. I would add something to the party because I'm a plus one.
What
I'm
if he's
an
your
addition.
boy? He says, yo, this chick landed. I had to bring the boat. And he slips you like a $20 bill or something. Because he don't have time for food and stuff like that. Which you say is cool.
Stop
Or
it.
doesn't slip you any money. He says, I had to bring her, blah, blah, blah.
If we go to like a barbecue or something, I'll always buy some liquor, like, but
You bring your
Something to enhance
Yeah.
the party.
Maybe a
Yeah.
bottle of wine, but he says a lot of food.
no, I bought
No,
I
not
bought
a lot of
chick
food,
eat.
but not a lot of food, but something to
Something that shows
yeah,
respect.
t-
Okay.
like
yeah.
you just
I'll bring some drinks, go
Do you
get a 12
ask
pack.
if you can bring them or you just show up with the person?
No, I just bring it. Well, it depends.
it's common courtesy.
Like-
To what?
You don't have
I don't know.
It's common courtesy to ask or to bring food?
just to bring something, just to it's
I'm going to tell you, when I was growing up and I had a barbecue in the back, I started with 5 people, then there was 50 people.
yeah.
My ex-wife would go furious on me and says, shut up, okay, I'll take care of it. And I used to send people out to bring in money,
Yeah.
bring in food.
That's
Because I wasn't going to send anybody
Well, yeah,
home.
that's usually what
that sounds like my ex-wife.
that's usually what we do too. But like I mean, when I was growing up and I would go to a friend's house, I would always bring something to that friend's house. Like no matter what it was, whether I was just going for like a couple of hours or like staying the night or whatever, I would bring food.
Yeah, well, you
These-
respect it.
it's
You respect it.
yeah, it's like a gesture for having you.
NYU, a professor invited a group of us to go to his place and have a meal. And I took Corpy with me. And I didn't invite him. I said, come on, we're going to meet some chicks. Because this class was all girls. And we went and he made rice and beans. That's it. That's all we had. And Corpy says, oh, let me crack some eggs. So Corpy brought some eggs, of all things. So we had rice and beans, some eggs. And I'm going to tell you, for the last 6 hours that we were there, we had a ball. It wasn't a lot of food. It was a lot of jokes. We were just meeting one another.
Yeah.
And back in the day, it was different. I
So
guess.
you take your friend to a party and he brings a dozen eggs
Yes.
because that's
Because we
It's a
didn't know what
normal
to
thing.
bring.
a normal thing to bring. A dozen
you
raw
go to a
eggs?
dinner party having rice and beans and sitting on the floor.
Did you know you were having rice and beans?
Absolutely not.
So how would he know to bring a dozen eggs? I know I'm annoying you with these questions.
Because he went downstairs and got it.
Got it. He didn't bring it from
I'll
home.
be right back. He goes downstairs.
Got it. Okay.
He put some eggs because there was no protein in his meal.
So I'm thinking he came from home with a dozen eggs, not like a dozen cookies.
He went downstairs
or...
to the bodega, came back up and flipped it.
Nice.
It was on the West Side Highway. This apartment was beautiful. I knew why he had no furniture. He had nothing because the rent probably ate up his professor's salary. But we used to have a ball just making stuff up. We used to go on the street corner and have a party. And we didn't care who came.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and it was cold and everybody was drinking. It was hanging out. There was always somebody who could sing.
That's just New York City, though. Like, I think New York City is just like a special, different environment. Because, like...
I grew up with that.
Here in Florida...
I remember doing that.
You can't do that here in Florida.
Well, you can, but you probably get arrested.
It's not the same.
It's not.
The people aren't the same.
Yeah,
it's not.
And it's funny because, and Heather will tell you, every time you come in here, I ask you, can you sing? True? Every person that's come through this door, I know you can. Because none of us could sing. But we just said it. Can you sing? And then we used to bring all these numbers and somebody would have some kind of box.
I could sing.
Okay, I mean, when you turn on a boom box in the day, you know what a boom box is, right?
Yeah.
And we used to stand in the corner, especially when it was winter, and there was a fire going in a trash can, and everybody used to sing. When people used to come over, we didn't even know who they were on DeKalb Avenue. And we used to sing. Ivan could never sing. Ivan, I love you, but you can't sing.
All right, you ready to wrap it up? Singing?
Singing. You sing? You play the piano and you don't do it.
You can play the piano?
No.
So that piano is 107 years old.
I used to be able to play piano.
And we open up the seat, and guess whose music with name is in the seat?
I used to be able to play piano.
So now she removed it because I used to use this story all the time. And she played the piano. Your mother told me you play beautiful piano.
And my father will tell you, may rest in peace, it was the best nap he ever had.
I want to relearn how to play.
He'd go to my recitals and he said he would just go to sleep like you did at the movies. You want to relearn? I thought about that too.
I want to relearn just so that I can play anime music, but like.
And there it is. On that note, let's wrap this up. See what's going on midday. More to come. I think we've got Wendy B coming in. Maybe Seema.
Yes, Seema's coming.
And see what else rolls on in. All right. Have a great morning, everyone. We'll see you later.
Don't be late. Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.